Hello and welcome everyone. Sorry about that. Um, Today we should be finally, and I do mean finally since it's been ages since this should have happened, but well, I didn't expect uh, work being a thing and etc. etc. So, and then when we knew the release of the second DLC and all, I was like, yeah, better push it after completing the main story. That's the point when I start doing the side questing things. Mainly capture legendaries. That's like our goal today. So let's hop to it. Should have the game ready already. And I think I have the... Yep, there we go. Have to capture invisible because it does pop up on times when it should not. If I don't have it invisible. But here we are. So our current situation is main game, Pokedex complete, Itami Pokedex completed except the ones we are going for today. And then Blueberry, I don't really understand what's going on with the Blueberry, since these are the ones we are gonna aim for today. But if you look at the numbers, we're missing 3. I have no idea where they are. I can't see anything missing while looking at the numbers. So at any point, if somebody notices what the hell am I missing, please point it out. It's like, it would make sense it'd be a starter line, but I just can't see it. I know I'm tired, but for the death of me, I just can't see what I'm missing. I can't see there is a jump in numbers. And I can't be asked to go through all of them, like one by one, just to make sure. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to that. But it will be a while. But there, so since our quest needs to start at Kitami, that's where we shall start. And I'm trying to remember, because like the legendary should be there right now. One is there, so let's fly in here. I'm just trying to remember where they are. And we'll have to see, have I missed the flying spots? So we should grab some of those as well. Because yeah, it has come to my attention that people haven't noticed that you get the spots by interacting with these signs. So like, yeah, there was a purpose with them, but most I talked to have not noticed that to be a thing at all. And now that I'm starting to think, I guess they weren't a point closer to it. So it's a straightforward wind down after all. Let's check what this is. Nah, nothing interesting. Yep. There's the monkey. So let's save the game. And I did change back support a tiny bit. Back support no longer has the helmet and actually knows Wolf's Pipe, so we have a Pokemon to actually do these battles with. For a second I was like, is that a shiny one? But no, that's the normal Robin. Like, the coloring isn't that different. It is a normal one, right? Yes, it is a normal one. Sorry about that, my throat is all over the place. But yeah. I always forget like how the shiny Robin work. The rest of the line were easy to notice. Hello. But yeah, so let's start with the monkey. Well, that's a new way. I never heard that one before. I have to. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't think it would be enough. So let's retry. So I have some very wacky ways that my name is read. But it usually goes into a couple categories, which are just confusing. So now we know that the 13 level difference is enough to cause too much damage. Didn't swap the places yet, so swap and go straight in. That was a crit. Yeah, let's go all the way to the red. Due to my new habit, we ain't gonna get a good ball for the capture. So we go for the premiere. And this is the second thing which I expect to cause retries. It's gonna take like 30 balls. And it's just like, yeah, retry. So I'm not gonna waste all of them. But yeah, I also need to buy more. I have done this like when the DLC was new on Violet, so I know that this might take a long while. You know, Hydropple has weakness, but there's also the apple. But then again, that's gonna cause extra dialogue, so this might be not the best. We haven't even gotten the second twist yet. That was... Damn, that was a lot. if I recall right, Monkadori was the one that took me the longest to actually capture on the Violet. Oh, hello. So if I actually get this on the first proper go, I'm already beating the record. It's not looking good. Like, the odds aren't that low, but they are bad. Come on. At least even the second click. I mean, no, quick shake. Quick would be, we're done. And now the salt is poisoned. How does that even work? There aren't that many compounds you can add to salt to make it poison. Like, you can make straight out poisonous salt, yes, but do poison salt. That's a very different thing. Am I really just gonna die at this point? You're not even getting the second shake. This is just awful. Oh, come on. Oh. Like, the plan for today is that, like, yeah, a couple of hours and everything should be done. But from experience, I'm like, it might be a couple of hours. Then I'm gonna need to have extended breaks so I can have to get to the second part of the plan. Or first time we get the second shake, we get all the way through. So this was way faster than on Violet, but still it was horrible. Yeah, so there have been a lot of poison to enhance physical or mental capabilities that happened in this and the previous generation. Like a surprising a lot of that. So we got the start. No, I didn't want to go all the way up. Let's go to the town. Heal up. Okay, but I pressed A. She did turn, but she didn't talk. That's interesting. Now, I can't remember, did you get Premier Balls from here or not? Let's test the theory, because I can't remember. From certain places you just can't get them. Yeah, she will complain, but if you do it enough, she will eventually accept. So you do get the Premier Balls, good. So this should do. Then let's sell some of those Pokeballs back, just 'cause I don't want to see that big of a number of them on me. Not that I would run out of money. Okay, then. It was like, was it there or there? Anyway, I think this is the closest point. So how far, like, how long has it been? Like 5 minutes? So this is starting to go, like, well, at least we are going way faster than expected so far. Which is good. It's like, Sundays tend to be very busy. This Sunday isn't anything different. Let's say the problem of not having a car has caused a lot of difficulties. Surprising how many years I lived here without ever having the car here. And I didn't have to face these difficulties, but now they are way too constant. So we have the dog there. Let's showcase the monkey a bit before we go forward. So poison, psychic, poison, toxic chain, all of the three share the same ability. Nothing that special, like battle-wise on them. Like the toxic chain is a unique thing, but since it's shared by all three, it's like, do you get a good enough of a combo with the typing? It's pretty much like goes into, do you want to actually use them in battle? And I really don't like any of them. So I really wouldn't want to use any of them. Like, I hate how Okidoki used the... Get out of here, bird. Okidoki uses the color scheme, which I would have really wanted to see in a legendary, but it's wasted on it. Because you're really despicable Pokemon. Wait, did it? Is it jumping back? Freaking bird. Oh yeah, and those that actually saw the episode or have played the game. The reason why the size changed is that the last time we saw these Pokemon, they were using the power of the mask, which for some reason caused them to grow bigger. Now they are in their natural state. How the hell did I hit the bird? I pressed OK on Okidoki, but the bird got to me first. This is gonna take a moment. Ow! I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down in one hit, even though the attack is lessened. I'm still gonna risk it, because any other attack would be too much. Okay, yeah. It used an attack, which isn't the one that will kill me. So now we should be in the clear. We should. Yep. Kidogi should be in 1 HP. It doesn't really matter who we put in first now. Just time to spam the balls and hope we eventually get it. The amount of screaming I would have done if it would have been on the first ball. The last we will not see that day. I do love how this trio was built up in the story and all. Because they were left completely vague, like before DLC was released. But it's just clear from like the design that yeah they are nasty, they are evil. And that was the thing, everybody pretty much thought they had the whole story. But yeah, these are just nasty Pokemon. Doing nasty things. DLC starts, they're revered. People are like, but they're secretly evil, aren't they? Yeah. But then it took all the way to the prologue. And now we know the full story, so most likely the trio weren't, you know, actually evil from the get-go. Just that the Moshi and the toxic chain really transformed them being that evil. Like, Pesharon is interesting Pokemon. Ooh! Neat! We did it. Yeah, this is going way faster than I would have ever expected. Yeah, muscle stimulated by the toxic chain. But yeah, with the Pesharon story, we like now know that the old couple, they were very kind and generous, but Pesharon slowly turned them into very greedy people. And that was just by gifting them Moshi. I think that that toxic chain would hasten the process of turning evil quite a lot. The amount that of me accidentally going to sneak is quite tremendous. So here we have Okidoki. Like just seeing it idle, it looks like a completely different Pokemon. But shit, wrong buttons. So yeah, Toxic Chain, Superpower, Poison Jab. Nothing that special. Like poison fighting, it's a like it's not even a unique typing, but it's a rare typing. And now that I'm starting to think, the Pokemons we had before with the typing, nobody ever used them on anything, right? Because I can't recall seeing that happening. Like, there generally have not been a need to use poison types overall. and fighting type is very contested. Then I need to try to remember which part of the mountain was the bird at. And hold on a second. Yeah, I needed to exercise along there. Like, it was a cliff bit, but it had a vague memory that it should have been like on this side of the mountain, but it's not here. So where exactly? And I'm not that intrigued about the mass appearance of Sneasels. If there would be Hisuian Sneasels, then maybe. I wouldn't mind upgrading my Sneasler in my team for next year. To be a shiny one. But then again, like the one that's in the team right now, it's an alpha. So if I would want to properly upgrade, I would need to shiny hunt in Legends, which I've never done. I think I had some shinies in the game, but I can't remember which Pokemon. And I never hunted for them, they are just coincidental. I still remember that it was like a cliff thing, not like a path thing with the bird. So was it lower down? Because I'm pretty sure it's not on this side of the mountain. Note, it's been months. It's been months since I done this. And this mountain isn't the most recognizable with its facings. Like, the only feature it has is, yeah, it looks like a demon when you look at it from a certain angle, but that's it. Like, this is what you would think that modern Zelda games would have mountains look like, but they really haven't done that in 3D, but they have done it in 2D, which is interesting. Can't be asked of the item right now. But yeah, memory says that it wasn't like below. Like, Mom almost said that it was like this spot. Or wait, or was it that it was this originally? And then you chased it down? Yeah, that was the thing. You chased it down. And I do remember when I was playing originally, I just had a luck of the draw. Because I could not see where it went. I went outside here. And there it is. Yeah, jogging memory is sometimes a necessity. So let's save. Burp. Yeah, you would have thought that the roost would have made this one last the longest of them all. But on Violet, I had good luck with this one and I managed to capture it quite easily. But since now I have not had that much difficulty with the rest, this one definitely is gonna take an eternity. And thanks for the attack boost. Like, it's gonna be one shot, one hit to 1 HP every time now that I'm boosted up. Like, my attack is maximum right now, isn't it? Oh, stop. Ow. But why? I'm gonna knock myself out if I don't do this. Imagine how horrible it would be that you would need to roll in order to use an item. In the DGG, it's funny how confusion doesn't work when you're using abilities. It's only for attacking. But it used to be for retreating as well. I know the pain of having a Pokemon that has retreat with 3 energy at the cost, and then you fail to retreat. Like, the sheer pain. You just wasted 3 turns. Beat up. Ooh. Yeah. Wait. Was I cured of confusion? Like, I must have been looking elsewhere when that happened. I didn't notice it being a thing. Stop roasting. Oh. This might go into struggle, and if it goes into struggle, it's a retry. It's a good thing that there are more, like 3 other attacks than the roost, but come on. There's so much potential with this fight to end up in failure. Not even a single shake. Well, we got the 1 shake, now that I complain about no shakes. 1 shake doesn't do much though. And we require more for swiping. Yeah. Oh, come on. Let me out of this misery. I want to capture it. There is gonna be more tough captures in the future. Well, it took a long while for the toxic chain to happen, but it eventually did. Oh, we're gonna be here the entire day. I originally didn't mean to even stream capturing these 3, just because there is the potential pain. Whoa! Just complain enough and it will eventually happen. But yeah. So, now we've done part 1. Part 2 was the thing I always planned to stream. As you notice that there is a spot missing in the Pokédex. And I do understand why it's on that spot, but it's also a tad odd that it's on that spot. And it's a very, very odd case of what's even going on as well. So let's heal and prepare. Only if the burp in our team would be in a different Pokeball. It's the only one that's not in a quote-unquote fitting Pokeball. I was almost certain that I would have switched it to another Pokemon anyways, but here we are. So, the burp. Poison Fairy. Now, for the first time we have an interesting type combination. One that could work, but didn't really have anything that interesting. Lore-wise yes, but more-wise no. And it's so funny how not a single fairy or poison type move that they had. Like, why? Like, the beat up does nothing. So we have this NPC right here, which I avoided talking to, like, for a good reason. Because they are all about this side quest we're gonna go on. So I'm gonna put the recording on and let's talk to them. That school trip should have happened ages ago at this point. No. It's a canid. And it cannot even see. Yes! Just because it's the most creepy option. Like, yeah, that's the thing you should worry, but you are taking the picture, so you are acting the creep as well. Yeah, this is the reason why we haven't talked to this NPC. 150 in the local Pokédex, which is almost its field. But we have it done, so let's talk to them straight again. Not that much. Yeah, I didn't catch almost any of them from this game, I just transferred them over. Not interested. Yeah, I'm never given a choice. Well, sure, let's go for it. Against the frozen dragon. Yeah, the way she takes photos usually would not result in a even a acceptable photo. I did not remember her Pokemon at all. The fact that both of them are weak to ice. Ooh. Didn't even need to switch. It's an Nimble one. Ow. I lost a couple of HP. Yeah, that was pretty much as fast as I expected it to be. But I expected to spend one turn switching Pokemon. But nah, didn't need to. The Blood Moon Beast. We are going straight to Zelda here. Yeah, Rosaluna, it's an interesting Pokemon to begin with. Yeah, but there is a reason why it's called the Blood Moon. I can't remember the last time I seen Blood Moon. I don't know. It's funny how I accidentally avoided that area altogether when I was playing Violet. Like, I scrummaged around everywhere, but I never went to that area. Not even once. And I don't know how. It just happened. And how fitting. It's the full moon that we embark on this quest. Not an interesting raid. And not an interesting item either. I still haven't even tried ogre jousting. It's like, I know you need multiple people in order to clear the higher things, so I'm kinda just waiting that we get a full party going before even trying. At least I've now acquired a good chunk of BBQs. like for both of the games, but more would always be needed anyway. So now this is the area, but what was the spot? She was below here, I think. So let's save the game again. And I might need to wait for a while that I can start the recording again. Yeah, I forgot that you can just find the glades here. It's just so weird to see full evolve Pokemon now. Oh yeah, the thing just starts immediately. I forgot. Can I interrupt? That's a very cool picture. Like way too cool. I just don't understand why would the Blood Moon Beast be out on, you know. No, it's like that. And it seems that the Twitch player broke on my preview window, so I'm gonna try to see if I can fix it. Both options do the same, but I'm usually going for the uncanny ones. More poison types. How about more ice guy? Yeah, the Twitch player isn't working. Don't tell me that the annoying thing happened again. Where like the cookies broke so bad that I would need to restart the entire PC. Cause I ain't doing that shit. Especially not now. Okay, since the player is just broken, I think I need to use the tablet. Just to have a safety check in place. So annoying, but can't really help. Twitch, like, there was a long time when Twitch didn't have so many issues, but it has had a lot of issues of late. So now I have the tablet on, now I just need to make it so I can actually see the stream. Like, the app is just horrible. It's absolutely a disgrace on the tablet. Yep, it's working now, it's just horrid. And we are ready to start Pokemon Snap. And yes, I have actually finished Detective Pikachu and Pokemon Snap now. Both of them I had like a way too long break in between starting and finishing them. And I don't think there is anything else to do in Detective Pikachu anymore. Like that's just it. It's like the first one had more to do because you could aux the special interactions and you could check them on the menu, but with the new one you can't. It's like, they made it a lesser of a game than the previous one. But meanwhile, on the Pokemon Snap there would be so much to do, but I haven't had the time. And there would need to be a lot of repetition to get everything done anyway, so it will happen when I'm in the mood. Okay, so now finally the stream is working on the PC side again. That took ages. Just when I got it to run on the freaking tablet, it's working. But the issue is you can't sneak while you're taking a picture. And I just find it so weird that they made this whole mechanic, like this type of photo taking, like surveying, but you only do it once. I was expecting that you get to do this multiple times. Don't recall that I saw it with like anywhere near at the beginning on the other copy. There are a couple of Pokemon that are a tad annoying to get. Nah, they aren't coming out. Couldn't even properly recognize the Pokemon. Where did they even go? And in this mode, compared to the BBQs, the game actually cares how good of a photo you get. You need to actually have it in the middle. And it needs to be visible. And yeah, there are Pokemon up in the trees. Like, let me showcase, because I don't think it accepts. It just immediately fly over. Yeah, it just immediately flew away. So there's one again. Stop. Hoot hoot. Stop. No! Hoot hoot! Stop! I can't turn that fast. No. Oh, hello. Don't run away from me. Yeah, the camera mechanic in this mode is way slower than normally. Oh. Yeah, like I said. It's just like the sneaking in this mode is just way more awkward. since you can't take a photo while you're sneaking. So you need to unsneak and get the photo fast before your targets go away. Is our ghost friend gonna return, or did they? Yeah, they got spooked. It's funny how we scared a ghost enough that they ran away. And funny how the Pokemon in the cave are technically less timid than the one outside, but I think I'm too far away for that one. Nope, that was good. I think there are some options, like certain Pokemons you don't need to get. Because I do remember seeing more Pokemon than the limit is. But I have a hunch that certain Pokemon will disappear if you get like the other optional ones. So you do need to capture like certain ones specifically. I just say ones that have more difficult mechanics of taking a photo of them. The game really wants you to go for them. And let me showcase what happens if you fall in the water. It's just like before you ever got your ride. I was almost certain that it's not gonna be good enough. Because it looks too much like a tree. There have been so many episodes in the anime where there's a pseudo voodoo and nobody on the gets it, that it's a pseudo voodoo. Just thinks, oh, that weird tree, did it just move? Oh no, it's taking off our hats. We just put our hats on the tree just because. Like, how many times you can do the same mistake? That's an odd spot for you two. Like, I don't ever remember seeing Dynamo in this mode. I must have told my story about, Spinarak before. It's just always, like, every time seeing a Spinarak, it just reminds me of that story. The fact that how many would be like, oh, you're faking it, that's not a real Pokemon. Oh, it was glorious. It's like right now, I think all the Pokemon that would be optional should have like disappeared. If I'm correct on this. And we only like can only see the Pokemon we have already gotten a picture of. And the more mechanically advanced one that the game wants us. Because like we have seen Ghost and we have seen Hoot Hoot. We haven't taken a picture of either. It's gonna feel our need already. And it's not the game glitching, it's... God dang it. It's actually a mechanic that it will face in and out of sight. It's a ghost. Oh, it's coming this way. Would have thought that it would have disappeared into the mountain. Never to be seen again. I'm still too far away, am I? There's another. Now, if I can get a good spot ahead, I have a possibility between either of them. God dang it! No, that's unfair! The game kept moving when... And it wasn't running away yet. That's so unfair. This is a perfect photo. There we go. We did it. Yeah, being honest, because with this run, I wasn't going for anything. In the previous one, I actually tried to get good, like pictures. Like I know that feel. Like when you get like praise for something, like a work that gets accolades, and then you can't ever live up to that one ever again. Like I know the feel, but it's not like back then with almost every one of those works that I got the accolades for. It's just that the accolades were needed to be given to someone, and mine was the best out of the poor sort of available works. Yeah, that was quite fast. Hello? not ready yet. Because I, of course, do want to save the game. Oh, and it's the middle of the day now. Well, on we go to capture the thing. Yeah, we had the perfect night. Because of me, we waited that it's the middle of the day again, and then we had to wait until a new fog. Should have seen that thing coming from a mile away. Like, what even happened to this one? Like, seriously, it's so different than the normal species of it, normal specimens of its kind. Never use flash. Whoa. I would have laughed my ass off if this would have turned into a legend encounter where you could just, you know, dodge and throw mud. But we do have the legend music. Wait, super effective. Oh yeah, the typing. Getting there. Why hasn't it attacked? It's really going for the one-hit kill mode, isn't it? And yeah, this is like a usual boss battle. You can't just throw a ball at it. What would you even need for it? And sadly today I don't have that much time. Yeah, we're gonna go for the premiere ball as usual. If you hop into the Discord, I bet you'd have like better odds. Yes, we're gonna have like better times of actually doing trades and things like that. But if you need like just one random thing, just trade evolve or something like that, yeah, that I could do even while on stream. But yeah, it has the special typing, like subtype Blood Moon. I do really like it. But like, we haven't really gotten any info like how did it turn out like this? And the fact that it's like the only one of its species at this time period. And that's it. We have acquired the ferocious Blood Moon Beast. Terra type normal. It is very cool. And I think my recording failed on me there. God dang it. Yeah, it's the freaking Stream Deck isn't showing what it should be, so I think it didn't record. Well, I have it recorded from the Violet, so and I have the stream. That should be sufficient. I would have liked there to be a separate recording as well, though. Now hold on a second. I'm rebooting the Stream Deck. It's like when it goes to a mode like that, then there is more like wrong with it. Usually. Why it's not booting up? Come on. Stream Deck, hello. Okay, it has booted up. There we go. Yep, it should be back to operational. Let's just make a test. Yep, it's operational again. So we can go on. So it has the unique mode Blood Moon. And I do like that it has a unique thing that it can be used twice in a row. But that's it, like it doesn't stop you from doing a move next turn. It's just that you can't use this move. And 140 power, 100 accuracy, it's very strong. But I do find it funny how it's a special attack move. And you can see that its special attack is higher. You would have thought that it'd be a physical attacker, but no. And Mind's Eye is it's just the wrong one as well. The fact that you can actually hit ghost types with the special move, it is cool. it's just being too unique. I haven't used it. And to be honest, I'm having a hard time of like actually placing it in a team. Like I can see how you could build on it, how you could use it, but I don't know. Is it still good enough to fit the usual attacker spot? So let's save. And let's get our reward. We were promised a reward. And no, having a special Pokemon is not reward in reward's sake. I demand you to show them to me. I would have still wanted to see them. Like, it shouldn't matter that like the photos are blurry and out of focus if you have a ton of those photos of a Pokemon not proven to exist before. They are gonna be enough. Like, comparing all those random monster pictures that are in like in real world, they're always just a single picture, and that's it. I never seen a case where somebody like actually posted or shared multiple pictures. It's always just one, because they spend all their time editing and faking that one picture. Nobody ever had the idea that maybe having multiple pictures could make this at least even somewhat believable. Choice offers a reward, has a choice scarf. Oof. Yeah, the Blood Moon Beast definitely cannot use the scarf. Like, what does even happen if you have a Pokemon with a choice scarf and you use a move that can't be used twice in a row? What happens? I never actually tested that out. But I don't want the Canid. Where is she going? Because there's only one house there and we know who lives in it. Yeah, we were given the Canid. And here it is. Like, nothing special. It even has our OT. Of course, it's a very unique one if you don't have legends, so understandable. But now, wait a moment. What am I missing? I'm missing one Pokemon. I didn't notice this before, I should have checked. Which one am I missing? Freaking Mienfoo. Really? Oh, I'm legit missing freaking Mienfoo out of all the Pokemon. For fuck's sake, let's go and capture one. They aren't that far away. Oh, the amount of anticlimactic potential in this one. I'm missing freaking Mienfoo. I looked at the numbers wrong. So, it's definitely not in this version where I got the shiny one. Do remember that I was missing Swadoon earlier. Well, you came in the good time, Mienfoo. Yeah, the fact that I've even got the evolved form, but not the base form. I don't know what's been going on with Quick Balls. If anybody saw Weird Stream on Friday, I attended as well. All of us had a very rotten luck with Quick Balls that day. So maybe the timeline is slowly trying to correct itself that Quick Balls are freaking OP and this can't be beaten. Well, let's save. Turn on the recording. Because we are gonna get a long line of rewards for the Kitami Pokedex. So far the Photocap has been the only useful one, but boom! I love ball. Boom. Friend ball is cool. Like the evolution items, you can always get more. But the special Pokeballs, no. Those go to luck. And there we go. Getting everything. We get a diploma. But we need to meet the professor. But we also get Moonball. And this is the thing, I would have wanted the Blood Moon Beast in the Moon Ball, but the thing is you only get the Moon Ball after completing the Pokédex, which requires you to capture the Blood Moon Beast, so well, that leaves out the usual Premier Ball to be the thing. I would think that you should be able to get the Moon Ball in the gamble machine. Since you can even get freaking Master Balls from that thing. It would be odd if you can't get a Moon Ball. But the Premier Ball, it's a thing I'm going for. Anyway, so maybe if I get more Blood Moon Beasts in the future, they could be caught into a Moon Ball. But I'm kind of doubtful that we can go and capture one anytime soon. The series, we might be given one as a gift, maybe. Yeah, something we could have gone and bought if it would actually be available, but it's not. The convention is a neat thing. Extra Terra shards, but I'm not gonna do that much raiding with this game, so Boom. Yeah, I love the diplomas. I just wish that there would be like a service out there, like there have been in the past. Usually only limited to Japan and US though, where you could print out diplomas. Like, I want a proper diploma for this type of shit. I don't have that many diplomas. Usually they are just a sheet of paper and that's it. Like, even from school. Like, there is one better paper than just print paper, but like the graduation paper, that's just paper. No, stay away, Canid. I don't want to. Stay away. How far is it gonna follow me? Can it follow me on the bridge? Up. Still following. And yeah, that's the. Yeah, this is the place where the area changes, so it just disappears. Oh, I made the Canid disappear from existence. Hoo-hoo. So, let's save the game here. And it's been a good hour and a half. I think this is a good spot for me to take a break. So I need to take a small break anyway. I need to fill up on drink and also do the reverse. So I'll be back in a few.
Governor Militant Alexander's naming of his capital proved highly premature, as Victory Bay saw his troops broken and slaughtered by the powers of chaos. Eliphas the Inheritor led an unholy procession through the streets of the shattered city, his cultists shouting out terrible supplications and gathering up the dead and wounded. These unfortunates were brought before the great Hellstorm cannon that had formed the center of the Imperial defense. Eliphas' sorcerers, Amphion and Zethus, then performed a terrifying ritual using these rotting corpses as their sacrifice. With their dark words, the demon of plague and rot, bound into the cannon during the Horus Heresy, awoke anew. The Word-Bearers celebrated this day as that when their new crusade obtained the support of Ner'gul, the Chaos God of pestilence and decay. To celebrate his victory over the Eldar, Eliphas had his men crack open all the aliens' waystones. According to the black texts circulated after this dark day, these eldritch gems held the souls of the Eldar, keeping them from feeding the powers of chaos. By breaking the waystones, the Word-Bearers fed thousands of Eldar souls to Slaanesh, the Chaos God of excess and decadence, and obtained that dark deity's favor for their dark crusade. Faithful subjects of the Emperor understandably took heart to see the Word-Bearers strike at the heart of the Necron infestation of Cronus. With two implacable evils turning on one another, the thinking went, the forces of right couldn't help but win. Unfortunately, Eliphas the Inheritor would emerge from his victory in the Thur Abyss Plateau more dangerous than ever. Imperial commanders could not guess that the Necrons held strange technologies and artifacts that were as hateful to the powers of chaos as they were to life itself. By shattering the basalt monoliths and unholy archives of the Necrons, Eliphas was striking at one of the only forces, other than the God Emperor himself, able to push back the ruinous powers. In so doing, he not only removed a threat to his power, but gained the favor of Tzench, one of the Chaos Gods of the Warp. His dark crusade would carry the sanction of the God of Sorcery from that day onward, making it all the more unstoppable.
Oh. And I see there is another issue with the Stream Deck. It did not cut off the mic as it should have. So now I have a slight fear that the mic was cut off when it was not supposed to, and been on now that it should not have. Well, it's a good thing I didn't get a phone call or anything, because it could have been a copyright issue. Anyway, let's jump back in. So, part 1 complete. There are still many side missions here that we could do. There are still side missions in the base game we could do, but they aren't that important ones, and I know many of them would be very boring to watch. It's better when you could do them and especially read through them at your own time, so let's not do those on stream. Don't want to even do them, at least not now. Some of the ones I haven't even done on the Violet copy, so even more reasons why I don't want to do them now. But there is the important one. The main thing this stream was a thing that we need to do. Which I doubt that will take that long though. So if people have waken up and are around, which at least I think that people have woken up by now, but them being around at this point doesn't seem to be the case. So it might be that I just end the stream when I'm done with this part. So we'll go by the year. So you see that she's here now. Originally I was thinking that you could do these things out of order, but it appears you can't, because she was not here earlier. But she's here now that we've done the Blood Moon beast dealio. So let's save the game again. It's just the neurosis. You get this if you're a Pokemon player, that you just keep saving the game over and over and over again. But yeah. And she has a new quest for us. Do I know you? It's not like we just saw her moments ago. She actually looked like she's genuinely mad. Looking good. Like, it would be so funny if you could just release the Pokemon in front of her and that would do something. But no. You can only be like heartbreaking to a gremlin who's obsessed with Ogre. Yeah, that's true. I would never talk to you again. But the thing is that I already done the catching, so this will not work for you. Well, I have registered the Pokemons. Oh, the photo is actually different than the one in Violet. I expected just the Pokemon to change. So, a waterfall? And how does this work? How does this work? You're gonna laugh when we actually get there, but okay, this might be a hard one to find. Yeah, both photos are very... I'm gonna lie. But yeah, both of those photos aren't that recognizable to be Area Zero compared to the Violet, where it was definitely Area Zero. Well, we are gonna go to main region, mainland Paldea again. No, not Pokemon League. I want to go to the Zero Gate. Oh, and there's a thing I could try which I have not tried ever before. Let's see, will it work? Because I have just gone off the edge and jumped, but that was while riding. What happens if I just jump off without riding? I get to fall down still. Okay. So will I be auto-saved by the Pokédex, or will I be riding? Or is it's just the same as if you would be riding, or just here? And yet the music has the slower build up every time you do the falling instead of just using the elevator. Didn't see these ones. Didn't mean to bump into them. So, because it's the top of the top of a waterfall, how to say which one? Like I'm disappointed that there weren't anything. This one, there weren't that much water, so I don't think it's here. But let's walk around just in case. But yeah, the Pokemon in Violet version you could reach just by walking. Now definitely the other one you can't. Because all the waterfalls are a place where you at minimum need to climb. I wonder how these radar dishes are meant to function. And it's funny how before getting the flying ability, I never even considered trying to climb up here. I just assumed it's an inaccessible area. So like, this is the one I would have expected first. But of course I didn't know how it looks inside here. I've never been. So yeah, it's not looking correct. But yeah, just from like the outside in looking, I thought it to be here. Oh, just note I have no idea where the Pokemon are. This is a hunt for me as well. It's just that if you find the spot in the photo, they aren't at that spot. They are somewhere nearby. And it took me a while to find the one on Violet. There's also like one above. The one below I found like immediately. But like the place where the one above was in a quite funky place, and well, this one was an easy one to find. Hello. Save our game. But yeah, here is our historic Entei. Like, it looks too much like normal Entei. Like, yeah, it has the dinosaur crest, like head crest, but it should have like a reptilian feet as well, or something special. Like Suicune is very different, and so is our third member, but Entei is... it's just too close to the original. But yeah, the claws are way cooler, but it's not different enough. Ow! Okay, you should not die to crunch. That's gonna knock. I forgot that you had that ability. Another crunch should be fine. It wasn't even a crit. So let's redo. I assume that they're gonna reappear, but I don't know how long it's gonna take, and that can they be in a different spot. I'm just going with always the old game assumption that if you fail, they're gone forever. So if I do one crunch first, and then just force swipe. Like I forgot that I got the attack boost, and that was that was too much. It took everything over the edge. Yeah, let's have another good look around. Like those long whiskers are cool, and I do like those green like markings on the legs, but it just reminds you of like a mystery dungeon OC rather than a actually different Pokemon, a proper different form. Like the future ones, they are very close. I know, but they are all robotic. They have a beam. They have proper reason to be similar, but made of different material. Huh. So that's something. You did it again. Not expect you to have a protect move. Your very own. I wonder, if it could learn protect, could you keep switching between those two and it would work? Or does it count that you have used protection move? Even though it's not protect. Well, into the Premier Ball you go. Of course it can't be on first try. Way too much. Ow! Main thing, it doesn't have healing move. And we have not seen a self-damaging move either, which usually ends these type of capture attempts. Yeah, the game doesn't ask, do we get another Pokemon? We do get another Pokemon out. This song reminds me of the finale in the tournament. It's like, one of the players always got to choose the song, and for the final battle, because everybody was so tired of Psychic Warfare, they chose this song. And the way the audience started singing the song, it was hilarious. Like, the last day of a con, right at the end, people are very tired, and then you get a song like this. It's just perfect. You can't replicate moments like that. You have to experience it. Come on. Just a shake. Even a single shake. I was so ready to say that it's there. You just went on full teasing mode then. No way I'm gonna get any shakes. Yeah. Ooh, this is it's gonna take a moment. I don't want to go out and buy more Pokeballs. Please don't make me go out and buy more Pokeballs. And another one down. Apple, your turn. And the dragon move will be bad, but oh, come on. And immediately you're doing the dragon move, but you missed. Oh no! Game, why? Why you bully me? The game is really trying to force me to go out and buy more Pokeballs. I would really not want to do that. It's always annoying to come down here. Like, I expected that the game would have given you a fast travel point into the area in this, like, at the end of the DLC, but no. You do not. And the fact that the game can fast load you in is like when you start the story bit, it's way faster to load into this area than normally. I'm surprised how well Hydrapple is just tanking all of this. Yes! Finally! Oh, we did it. We did it, lads. Good job. One short video, it rampaging and spotting a pillar of flame. Yeah, it is a fire dragon. Like, you do get the reptile bit in the dragon typing, but that's not good enough. So yeah, there's burning boardwalk. Oh, so it can also burn. That's interesting. Yeah, I do like it. a protection move that can also burn. That is kinda neat. Wish that we, in a very fast manner, we would get more of this Pokemon. Because I'm not gonna be able to use the one. If I do get a second one, that I could potentially train and use in a fight. Let's ready for the next one before actually saving. You could just choose to use multiple of these. Like there is the heal button on Legends. So like, why didn't they add it here? And they even added heal all button to Pokemon Go with the recent update. That was insanity. Like, it's been so many years, and now the not Pokemon Company, Niantic goes like, oh yeah, let's add a heal all button, revive all button. Like, you need to select which item you're gonna use for it, but the fact that you can just quick do it, it's a godsend. So, how did the second picture even go? As we saw the Pokemon behind rocks, and it must be like one of these bottom areas of a waterfall. Like not all the way down, but like on these flanks. Oh well, at least there was water, that's for sure. Not definitely that it was a waterfall. Could it? No, it's not here. Because you do find the one from Violet over here. And it's the one I found instantly. That rock is just like too good. You know, like a good, way too easy place to find. But this item is just calling me. Max Elixir. The calling was for north. I'm gonna leave that, so there at least will be something behind the waterfall. And yeah, waterfalls is a thing which always makes me confused. Like, people be complaining that, oh, there wasn't anything behind this waterfall. And the same people go, oh, they put a secret behind the waterfall, like always, jeez. Get something original going. There are just people you can't please. I'm surprised that didn't force me into a battle. Oh, it's here. This was the rock, was it? There they are. I'm just gonna move this now that I remember, because it should not go with those, it should go with these. It's like a gift Pokemon. Because all of the ones here, they don't stay in the game, they will go somewhere else. Many of them will stay in Pokemon Bank. Not Bank, Home. It's just so easy to say Bank, as that was the original. And it's more suitable as well. Yeah. I don't like that you have so many friends around you. it's the same thing as was in Violet. The other one had a lot of Pokemon around it, and the other one didn't have any. Ooh, I love that the freaking cloud, like actual thunder going through it. I don't know, I hate giraffes, but I love this one. It's cool. And it's so freaking tall. You can't see the head. I put the camera all the way back and up a bit. Ow. And now let's hope that we have enough balls to do this. That would have been the clip of the year happening on the freaking first month if I got it on the first try. Only if the camera would stay back, because I want to see its head. I want to see my foe in its entirety. I like the design very much. It's cool. Now that I know that you actually see the thunder effects in the cloud, it's even more cooler than before. Huh? What the hell was that? Did that beam come from the middle of the neck? Please, get caught. Ow. Kanako isn't gonna last long. Neither we're gonna have balls for long. Oh! Clutch! Yay! This didn't have to take the entirety of the day. Ooh. Yep, all of them are dragon. I like. Oh, I didn't launch from its fur, but that thing up there, that's a cloud, isn't it? And boom! I have captured both of the new legendaries. So, Thunderclap. This move fails if the target is not readying an attack. Oh, so it's one of those moves. But it doesn't cause your opponent to flinch, so I don't really like this, and the power is only 70. Like, yeah, you get a priority, but that's it. So you want the electric terrain, but this Pokemon don't have a way to move, like make that happen. So of course it has the photosynthesis. It's all of the whatchamacallits have paradoxes. Well, let's get out of Area 0 and not to Kitami. Let's go back to the Blueberry Academy. Let's let's go to the Savannah Rest Area one. But yeah, that ended up being way easier than I expected. Like, I was sure that I need to do that one at least once over. It's because I ran out of Pokeballs. But nope, here we are. Let's change our crocodile back up. And let's get some more Pokeballs. Yeah, 40 sounds fine. Oh yeah, I forgot that you can't actually sell these machines. So we have a ton of Pokeballs. Well, it doesn't matter. Let's save. Then let's talk to her again. I wonder, because like she's gonna do these one by one. Does the order which you capture them matter, or is it always gonna be the same one first if you have captured both? Sport ball. Now this is a ball I never thought the game to ever have. Freaking buck catching contest from Johto. Oh, it's a very odd ball to see. And I don't know what Pokemon to ever even capture with that. Yeah, back to work, just staying put and taking photos of nothing. We're just taking photos of that water faucet. And boom. Well, that is everything I was planning for this stream. Other than if people would have been about, then there could have been some BBQs and jousting potentially, but yeah, I'm not seeing people around, so just gonna quickly check. So maybe I will showcase something extra, just in a quick manner. Sadly, I know that there's no way I get all of it, but if I get at least some of it shown, better than nothing, right? And I'm having the feeling that I will never go through all of this, what I'm gonna showcase soon, on this version of the game at least. because I don't really have that good of an incentive to do so. So first let's talk to him, because we haven't. Yeah, so I need to complete the dex. And the fact that you need to mark it as complete, which we have. So I don't know what happened. There was something wrong with the numbers, because it showed that we were missing more than 2 Pokemon, didn't it? So did I just discover a weird bug? Because on my Violet copy, it showed that I'm missing 5 Pokemon. But there's only the 2 Pokemon we just caught today, which are missing. So I don't know. Something odd. Do we get anything over? Like a ball? It was a good pull. Ooh. Another moon ball. Cool. Actually, a metal alloy is good because you have to pay it with blueberry points. A completion dream ball. Nice. I mean, that wasn't even completion. Bottle cap, that's very good. Ooh, beast ball. Damn, I really want a physical beast ball. Ooh, ability patch, I was looking for those. Another master ball! I have so many master balls now, and I haven't gotten a single one from gambling. Holy shit. Yep, all 3 pokedexes completed. Nice. Let's get our diploma. It's funny how 4 of freaking 5 of the Pokemon in the freaking Pokédex aren't available here. They are in different regions. Markcharm? What does this one do? So I haven't been able to do this yet. So even more potential of finding mark. Every freaking Pokemon I'm gonna get now has a mark on it. Oh, that's a good and a bad thing. Yeah, didn't expect to see our principal here. Oh, what, you're giving us something as well? Oh yeah, because we didn't get the diploma yet. Yeah, this one doesn't really make sense, like lore-wise how this is a thing. The other one at least had lore-wise sense. Oh no, I think we broke the director. Someone send help. Where did our principal just go? You're operational again? Okay, that was that unexpected. So I didn't actually know that he's the one for the Pokédex completion. I was expecting somebody else, but here's the NPC I was aiming for. So let's save the game and put on the recording. So this is gonna be a ton of dialogue, and sadly we aren't gonna be able to have all of it. Let's just see how far we get. Snacks worth. Yeah, these aren't something you actually eat, nor something that you feed. Well, technically you do feed them to the Pokemon that they appear, but they're only gone when you capture them, from what I understand. We start with Zekrom Treat. Yeah, you can actually go and find Zekrom now. But there's only one. Zekrom is a very cool Pokemon, but not as cool as they were trying to go for, I'm sure. Like, they really should have put a tad more oomph to both of those two to really make the point which the parts of the lore are going for. So odd that it starts up with group quests, because when Weird was doing this it started with single quests. Oh, so the boxes are all the same. Yeah, how has this fellow seen all the legendaries but never caught one? And still somehow knows how to make snacks that will, make them appear. See how many of these I can get. Bet it's gonna be under half or something. Ghost horse. And yeah, I will not capture these on stream. It's gonna be very boring for me to hunt down and then do the same as I did with the others, because these are Pokemon already seen before. Like, the fact that these would only be my second copies of the horses, if you can get both on both of the games. Like, going after a couple of these are intriguing. freaking thing. I wonder how many Rayquazas I have all together. Like 20, 30, something like that. Always in Paldea, which is a lie. There's no way you've seen Pokemon in Paldea. At least most of them. And the fact that it's just... oh no, a mountain mist. That's way too low for Rayquaza. Yeah, I'm surprised how many of these I get. And yeah, the fact that you get the normal versions of the Paradox Pokemons too is quite funny. A Pokemon for you to shiny hunt. How hard of a shiny hunt you want? Like a run-of-the-mill shiny hunt or something that's gonna be really hard to do? I won't ask for impossibility though. Any difficulty? So let's put something in the middle. What would be interesting? What would be an interesting one? Something that wouldn't be too easy but not too hard. Axew. You don't have the shiny charm. Oh well, that's immediately gonna make things harder. But an Axew, that's not an impossibility, but it's not an that easy one either. What would an Entei do in a random cave? Well, I still can go on. So now we are starting to go through the solos. Solgaleo. Another line which I don't really have extras of that many. Like, yeah, I do have extras of Solgaleo Lunala, but not the line before, which is the annoying bit.
Battle Brothers!
Ah, thanks a lot for the follow. Oh, you're gonna make it a wheel type of deal. That's funny. Okay, it's been a while that I've seen anyone do a challenge like that. Like, Solgaleo being an Ultra Beast, I really don't see that story was any truth to it. It's odd how some the trios aren't like all in the same type of missions. Like seeing a Suicune, that's something that is understandable though. Like, it travels through lakes everywhere around the world, so that's acceptable. I'm not sure how many missions I have completed in this version though. Moltres. Oh, like I must have near 100 of the damn birds. Like all of them together. Like, okay, more like the birds are something I do as well accept being around. These are gonna be the original ones, right? I would be confused if you get copies of the ones from the previous generation. Would be cooler though, since I only have 2 copies of each of those. Freaking Cupfu. I only have one, since it has to have 2 different like 2 different evolutions. It was a pain to get a Cupfu for my live index. But since I have now, like I have had one for a while now, this is not a good enough of a motivation for me to go and catch it right now. But the thing is, how do you evolve it in this game? Because it wouldn't make sense that you could. That one I might spoil myself on. Like, can you and how you evolve it in this one. Yeah, like, this one does make sense in a way that, like, you were told that Cupfu did wander around, like, trying to train. Reshiram is this high up? Huh. Again, that was a very nothing of a story. Well, we have both of them now. Like, again, that was quite of a nothing story, but that has some believably in it. Like, yeah, both Latias and Latias do zoom around a lot. And tend to be playful from time to time. Oh, the freaking ice horse. And this is a complete no can do. It's on freaking Paldea, no. the horse wouldn't be anywhere off from the king. I've been listening to these stories for 15 minutes now. And I'm nowhere near done, I assume. So I haven't really been kept track, like how many legendaries are we missing still. But I do know that there's plenty. Mythical ones should not be obtainable. New legendary. Like, oh, okay, like it's been shown to fly around a lot as well, so I have actually done 100 solo quests on this one. Alone? And going into ice swimming, yeah, no. Especially being young. No, you have not done that. I still have more. Could it be that it counts all the solo quests done by your friends as well? Because there's no way I had done 110 solo quests myself in this copy of the game. Like, no way. Okay, like, this story was believable, but like, how would he even know about the snacks? Like, that part of this doesn't make any sense. Enrico. Yeah, like, these beasts should be nowhere near. Like, Suicune is the only one that is known to actually travel. Yeah, Raigo would not just go on a random race with a freaking human. Still more. Holy shit. They're running out of legendaries soon. The cave system isn't big enough for Groundon. Yeah, you're supposed to run. Well, sneakily try to run. Because if it wakes up, that's the end of the end of all life as you know it. At least until Rayquaza comes and calms down the freaking beast. So, okay, sure. Oh, so you can re-listen to all of these. But I guess you get a hint where they are. If it's really that I need one more group quests, and that's all. No, no way, that's not all of them. There have to be way more. Now that I'm thinking about it. Because we are missing 2 Swords of Justice, we are missing Kyogre, we are missing a lot. So yeah. I guess I do need to do more quests on this version of the game as well. And I don't have that many points to begin with. The single missions I should be fine on, I guess. I just wonder how many group missions altogether you need. So it must be a ton. And group missions, they take a while to get to. But yeah, the time is a lot. I have obtained, got to my desired goals that I was aiming for today. So I think this is the spot where I'm gonna call it, because I still can see people about. There were a couple saying that they might join in on some extra BBQs, but I'm really running out of time anyway. There's still plenty of things to do, and I do expect that I'm gonna be a part of a stream later in the day. I haven't eaten anything yet, so I guess I'm gonna start working on that next. But I'd like to thank everybody so much for joining today. Hopefully you join me again, which should be on Tuesday, for continuation with the Armageddon's Blade. I don't remember there being any special streams for a while. Of course, like if there are weekends that I'm here, potentially I could have extras. But like my contract isn't gonna last that much longer, so I do expect that my contract is gonna run out before before there is gonna be a special stream. Because I don't remember any releases happening anytime soon. The release which was supposed to happen this week, my copy of the game is delayed, and at least until the end of the month. I fear it's gonna be more than that, so I'm not happy about that. I would have wanted to start on the games, at least, but no. So I expect that I have finished those games this time next year, at the best. Oh. Well, anyway, thanks again everyone for joining. Hope to see you guys again, and bye for now.